So in this video, I make a complete fool of myself. So the steering on this Raminator went really weak on the front. It happened to me before and it was a broken servo. So I thought the servo went. So in this video, you can watch me trying to fix this Raminator, replace parts that weren't broken, strip the whole thing down, and just I could not figure out what was wrong with this truck. I even made a YouTube videos where you guys can help me try and diagnose the problem. So thank you so much to those who commented. I tried everything that everybody said and nothing worked. In the end, I made a whole great big load of work for myself. I spent all day wrenching on this. I was pulling my hair out and Stempy came along and he found the issue, and it was one stupidly simple little fix. And me, having done RC for most of my life, should have done better. So in this video, you can watch me make a fool of myself, trying to diagnose the problem, trying to fix this Raminator, and something that should have maybe taken 1 hour tops, ended up taking me all day. Enjoy the video. Do you want to get rich quick? Then buy a lottery ticket and hope for the best. If you want to get rich for sure, you have to provide either a product or service of value. I've spent the past 10 years of my life trying many different ways of making money online. And by far, the quickest and easiest way that I have found is by selling on eBay. And I've helped hundreds of people make thousands of dollars every single month. So if you want more money so you can buy more toys, buy a nice house, or quit that dreaded 9 till 5, then click the link down below and I'll show you how. Guys, so I've killed another servo on my Primal Raminator, but Banggood have sent me a couple of Banggood specials. So I'm going to stick them on here, give them a go, and see if they're any good. So spec-wise, they look the same as what's already on the Raminator. And actually looking at them, they do look exactly the same as what's already on there. Now on the Raminator, only one of these servos have died, but I'm going to replace both of them, just in case they are slightly different spec, and they're not going to start fighting each other. Now I'm not going to bother filming taking these off, because I've already done 2 videos of fitting servos, so I'm going to put a link to my Raminator playlist up here so you can go and watch them, and then I will get you back on when the servo's off. And anyway, blah blah blah, more action, less waffle. Alright, so I've got the servos out. Here's the Primal one, here's the Banggood special one, and to me they look exactly the same. So you can buy these Banggood servos separately, or you can buy them in pairs, or you can also buy them in a pack of 4, which is what I did, so I've got some spares for later on. If you want to know where you can get these from, and also if you want to know more of the techno specifications, all the techno babble, all that stuff, there's going to be a link to where you can get these from down below. And these are also going to be handy to be used in sort of other 5th scale and 1/4 scale RC cars. Anyway, less waffling, more wrenching. Oh guys, I've just put the new servos on, and I went to do the steering and it was the exact same as it was before. So I was like, what's going on? And it actually turns out, I've taken this off here now, look. So now look, the steering, that's working perfectly. That's with the Banggood servos in there, look. And what's actually happened is that this knuckle here is seized up, look at that. So I don't know what's happened there, I don't know if it's got rusty in there, but I'm assuming maybe I've bent something a little bit, I don't know. So I'm going to take the wheel off, take it apart, have a look, and then get you back on. Oh God, that is... Jeez! Yesterday I told you. Oh my God. The thing is, nothing looks bent, but I suppose it's only got a slightly tweak, and that's going to seize it up. So I've got to get this off, have a little look what's going on. I've used Loctite green on here, so it is a little bit on the tight side of everything. Oh God. It's coming out though. Yeah, I think it's definitely tweaked this section here slightly. If we have a look at this piece here, if we look down the hole, hold on, get the torch on. If we look down the hole there, we can see it's not quite in the centre anymore. So these holes here are about 8.5 millimeters. I've got an 8.5 millimeter drill bit. Alright guys, just been messing about with it a bit. I don't think there's actually anything wrong with the knuckle at all. I've been looking at it, it all looks straight. And even by running that drill bit through, it didn't really take away any metal. But I think something is wrong inside the diff. It's all gone tight inside there, look. There's not really any diff action anymore. I think it's the diff inside what's making this push out. So I'm going to have to take this housing apart, have a look what's inside, and just see what the hell's going on. But the steering, look, Steering's working perfectly, so we'll have a little play and then we'll get you back on. Alright, quick update. I've just removed the whole axle housing. I've got it up here on the bench. I've got the steering assembly off. I'm guessing inside the problem's going to be with the diff. So I want to have a look to see what's going on, because this diff here is putting pressure on this drive shaft here. It's forcing everything out, and I think that's what's causing it all to lock up. So at the moment, I'll put this back in here. At the moment, it's actually turning, but I've actually removed the bearing from here, which is why it's turning now. So I don't know if, because the diff's actually locked up, and now it's freed up again. Well, now it's locked again. I'm wondering if the diff has come apart. And if I can just screw it back together again, put it back together, then we're laughing. So I'm not going to bother filming, guys. I've done a whole video on stripping down the whole entire axle. So look on the playlist up here, you're going to see all that there. Where has all this come from? That is strange. So we've got all aluminium filings on here, and this piece here fits inside this piece here. And it's got a bearing in between. So all that lot was going on inside this piece. I'm not really sure why. So looking at the differential, it seems fine. And at first I thought maybe these screws here came loose. It's why it all sort of come apart, and maybe that was putting pressure on it all. But look at this. This is screwed on from the inside, and I think this screw's come loose. And maybe that's what was putting pressure on. Let's take it apart and have a look. Yep, there's our problem, look. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to properly clean this thread up here, degrease it all, then I'm going to Loctite this back in. And hopefully, that's going to be the problem solved. So I've just fully degreased that thread on the inside of there, and also fully degreased this bolt here. And I'm going to put some Loctite on here. I think the trouble was last time, this is actually stud lock actually, by the way, so I don't want to get too much on there, otherwise it's never going to come out again. I think the trouble is last time, some of the diff grease got inside that hole, so the Loctite didn't do its job. It didn't really hold it on there tight enough. Alright, so now I'm going to put it all back together again, and then we can fit the axle back onto the truck. Alright, here's the moment of truth, guys. Are these screws going to line up? So far, it's looking good. Guys, it's going together. Check it out, guys. Smooth as a... it's a smooth. Alright, so guys, if you saw my little help me video that I put up a little while ago, look how tight this is. You can barely turn it. It's meshed super, super tight. It's like crazy tight. That's just mad. I can't even turn this by hand. I've got to put a wrench in there and turn it like that. Where this was causing issues here, every time I bolted it together, it was really, really stiff. I didn't know what the hell was going on. So thank you so much for all your kind comments. Ultimately, Stempy figured it out.
Ugga man to the rescue.
So what was it? What did I do wrong?
Kev doubled up, silly enough, all on his gear shims, or the bearing shims. You had that inside there.
But you can't see it when it's in there, you can't see it. Yeah. So I didn't know there was a shim in there.
Look, now it looks invisible, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So then when he puts this all together and then puts the gear in, it was literally lifted up and it was grinding its, ass off.
So basically it needs, see that shim, you can't even see it. So you can't even get it out.
Oh, there we are.
So basically, these two shims need to be in this side.
Yeah.
Anyway, well done, Stem.
As always.
Boom! Back together again. Here we got the Banggood special servos. We compare that to stock servos. Probably shouldn't really move them on the carpet. Take it for a blast.
Go for it, boy.
Bunny hop over the pavement. Oh shit.
Run out of fuel.
Run away.
Damn it. Oh, damn! Poor bag on the run, Kev.
Luckily, the engine cuts out when it's about to do a runaway.
Does it?
Yeah.
Why is that so sophisticated for?